Chicago Bears taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Jones. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Throwing, Jones. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Bucs had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
From the 40 now on second down. Jones connects with Kittle underneath. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him, and I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40. So this is something we didn't see it often, this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Off the play fake, Jones. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Jaron Kearse in on the tackle.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Looking to pass. Tua. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
20! And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
A gain of 30. And the Bears first down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he will fight his way in, not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown.
Bijan Robinson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Jake Moody now for the point after.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Score, Bears 7, Buccaneers 0. Jake Moody to kick off.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It was Harrison Smith there up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line.
At the 21-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one caught by Kittle. A gain there of 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Bears defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Buccaneers 0.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. 2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
Loose inside the 30.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Chris Godwin.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 14-0.
Bears 14, Buccaneers nothing. Jake Moody to kick off.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Jones. There's a short one caught by Uzama. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Stuck for the loss by Devin White.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Jones looking to throw on 2nd down.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Meanwhile, Tua's throw on target to Godwin here.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Godwin continues to be the receiver every quarterback wants in his offense. Over 100 catches and 1,000 yards last season. Fills that reliable short field role and knows how to get open quickly on any type of route.
Tua now on 1st down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Jordan Addison.
His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point try now for Moody.
And it is now 21-0.
Bears 21, Buccaneers nothing. Jake Moody to kick off.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Go, baby. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Jones. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
Here's Jones to throw on second down. The open man here, Renfrow. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. That one good for 15 and a first.
On the draw is Taylor.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Devin Bush splitting behind the line to track down the ball carrier.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll run here with Taylor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So we reach halftime with the visiting
Final
Bears
preparations
out on top
being made
here.
for the second half,
As we toss
both
it an
in
hour
terms
or
of
so
game plan
east of here
and
to
also
Orlando.
hydration.
It's Jonathan
Because
Coachman
humidity
with
is
our
really
EA
going to
Sports
catch up to these
halftime
guys, no
report.
doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Robinson with another carry. Dancing away at the 35. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua sets up to pass it. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
What's going on, guys?
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the draw, Robinson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To throw on 2nd down, Jones. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. George Kittle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After right down the middle, that makes the score 21 to 10. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. Now he's free at the 35.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And runs like that with explosiveness, that's what this rookie can bring to the table.
And add to it speed, patience, vision. A rookie has all of that. That's usually a veteran's combo plate. I love this guy.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are able to widen their advantage. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bears 48, Buccaneers 10. Jake Moody to kick off.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, we got more where that came from.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
Off play action. Jones. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
What is this?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Don't let him get another yard.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guy.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Landry now on the return. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Back to throw. Jones. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. It's a gain of 35.
To get back in this ball game, big players are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the fourth is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That is caught. It's Uzomah. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
Got into this. Yes, now. Get off the feet. You gotta be kidding me. What are you looking at?
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Hunter Renfrow from 10 yards out. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And the kick here, no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Now Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Handoff now to Robinson.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Well, the jet sweep, this is Godwin. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be slow right away.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And his kick here is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Get out of here with the W, offense. Drive with 6. Let's get out of here with a W, offense.
Here's Jones. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here comes 2nd down. Now Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
So it's the Bears who come away with a victory, and it was a strong performance by Tua that helped lead the way.
Yeah, he was just on